The Indian Machine Tool Manufacturers Association, IMTMA, providing the cutting edge to India's machine tool industry. IMTMA was formed in 1946 with a vision of providing a one-stop impetus for the machine tool industry in India, spearheading India into the forefront of industrial revolution by providing a platform for symbiotic industry growth and innovation-led machine tool technologies. What's more, IMTMA has today become a center of excellence for focused application-based training.
Welcome everybody to the online training programs from IMTMA. A very quick overview about IMTMA. The full form of IMTMA is Indian Machine Tool Manufacturers Association. We were set up in the year 1946 as a machine tool member organization. Today we have close to 470 plus members, and we take up multiple activities which include government advocacy on behalf of the members. We conduct a number of corporate training programs. We organize the IMTEX Machine Tool Expo annually. And besides that, we conduct a lot of training programs where we are focused on enhancing the competitiveness in manufacturing. We have conducted over 126,000 plus man days of training so far, with a portfolio of 200 plus standard training programs, over 4,500 companies whom we have trained till date, and with a participation of over 32,000 professionals so far. Our technology center in Bangalore and the technology center in Pune, and each of these facilities are fully equipped with all the requisite machinery, metrology equipment, accessories, automation lab with robot, and is completely industry 4.0 ready. We deliver our training programs in 4 different ways: short-term programs, in-house programs, e-learning, and long-term courses meant for young graduate engineers. Our classroom training programs are delivered by experts who have experience in excess of 30 years, with a blend of theory and hands-on training wherever possible. We supplement the programs with demonstration of live machinery or industry visits wherever possible. And we encourage a healthy interaction between the participants and the faculty through the program. Our e-learning initiative is delivered through an exclusive e-learning portal, and the current portfolio is about 10 programs which can be accessed by the participants at their own flexibility during the license period, and the entire program can be taken at their own convenience and flexibility, with assessment, evaluation, and certification being provided through the e-learning platform itself. Ever since April 2020, we have come up with the online training initiative, and till date, we have completed over 300 programs, addressed over 15,000 participants, and we have made these programs easily accessible to various types of participants, which can be taken up at a minimum training budget. And we enable live instructor-led programs with interactive question and answer sessions, polling, chat box, and we also provide live demos wherever possible during these training programs. Long-term programs are primarily meant for young graduates who wish to improve their employability prospects by taking up a few programs on design, production, automation, FEA, and these programs are available in long-term mode for young engineers. We thank you. Please visit our website, imtmaelearn.in and imtmatraining.com.
So good morning to all the participants. Good afternoon to all the participants. So this session will take somewhere between 1 to 1.5 hours. And I have tried to capture this information. We will discuss all one by one, right from the history to all the benefits, and some examples of my own companies also I will share. Okay. So this is what we are trying to achieve through Six Sigma. So when we say that what Six Sigma can do for us, the major benefit will be the process excellence. So when we talk about process excellence, it is trying to achieve the accuracy and the precision. That means always we are trying to achieve the goal, the target, what we have decided, aspiring for, and also with the minimum variation. So that is what the accuracy and the consistency we are expecting from our process. So when we achieve this, automatically we say that yes, this is what the Six Sigma level is, the highest level of accuracy and the precision. Remember one catch: if you only focus on the average, if you only focus on the average, then the average of this 5 value can also be the same as this because of the distance. Like the average of 4.55 and 5.5 is also 5, and the average of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is also 5. But the process, we are not expecting 2 to 9 results. We are expecting 4.5 to 5.5 results. So do not try to measure your process performance just by the average. So focus on the variation reduction, and that is what through Six Sigma, the process excellence we are trying to achieve. So a brief history that many years before 1981, the CEO of Motorola company, they were suffering huge customer returns, the product return from the customers. A lot of customer complaint of their product, what they have been manufacturing. So they decided, the CEO gave a verdict that improve minimum tenfold in next 5 to 6 years period. So with that, this journey of much more rigorous problem solving journey started. People realized that the conventional problem solving techniques will not help us to grow our business and also solve these problems. So the quality department, one of the quality engineer, he realized that it is not possible unless we focus on the process. The conventional way of problem solving, quality control is not going to help us. So focus on the process and the prevention. These are the 2 things he realized. He also did some study, and also the study outcome is the items, the products which have never failed in the first attempt. That means made without any rework, any segregation, any rework. Those items are not failing at the customer end frequently. The items which we have found at the plant and then corrected and then again sent back to customer, those items have failed more, and those items are coming back more. So the error-free products which we produce in the first attempt, they rarely fail. And that is what the analysis showed. And this is the paper he presented also in 1985. Okay, and then 1986, they formally launched this Six Sigma process in their own company, and with the help of one external consultant who also helped. And his name is Michael Harry, who is considered as a father of Six Sigma movement in the world. Today also, this institute is still there in USA for the Six Sigma training and consulting. Okay, so he is a retired American, this military personnel, and he has given these names, black belt, green belt, he only has given. We'll discuss that later on. But Six Sigma became more popular when GE started this implementation in 1995. And they have a success stories. Everybody knew that GE was successful in implementing Six Sigma, and it was like a mandate. If you want to work in GE, you have to learn Six Sigma. So that is what the way he started this initiative in across world. And after that, seeing their success, many companies in different parts of the world, including many Indian companies, also started participating. And today, I think big, small, everybody, medium, all types of companies, they do this Six Sigma initiative. And not just manufacturing, all types of industry today, they practice. So globally, we have seen that almost 30 years, the Six Sigma is being practiced across the world. And the companies who have been able to sustain this practice over 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, with religious sincerity, they have got huge benefits in terms of higher market penetration, breakthrough results, reduced cost of doing business, that is cost of manufacturing, cost to serve, and that will increase your revenue and profitability significantly. So you have to be focused, not just today you start and tomorrow you stop, not that way. So then it is possible. Other than the financial benefit and all those things, it is also creating excellent infrastructure within the organization to drive the continuous improvement culture and also sustain the improvement for a longer period of time. That is what the overall benefit. That is what the experience of those companies who have been practicing for many years. It also creates leaders, problem solvers, and achievers in the company who can make big difference in the company for years to come. So it is not a one-time benefit, a recurring benefit, repeated benefits from all those trained people. Okay, so that is why considered as a management program applicable to all business areas, not just manufacturing or quality or product, irrespective of size, location, domain, service, everything. So everywhere, every department, every company, all sectors can learn and practice it. It is a universal methodology. So this is the journey in GE, what they have published, I am sharing with you. So 95, they started. Their first initial focus on the productivity and more asset utilization, return from the asset investment. That was the initial focus. Then they started focusing on design capability through Six Sigma. There is a tool or methodology called DFSS, Design for Six Sigma. That is another vertical. So that they implemented after 4 or 5 years to focus on the design capability. Then they focused more and more what they can do to increase their revenue. That is what they focused and started using Six Sigma in sales, marketing, those areas also more and more. Then 2000 onward, it became a company-wide initiative. Every function, every department, every improvement has to follow through Six Sigma method only. So that is the way they implemented. This is some of the saying, Jack Welch, who was the CEO at that time. This is what he has said. It is the most important initiative GE has ever undertaken. And financially, they published a report also. It has been estimated that less than Six Sigma quality, that means 3 to 4 Sigma level, what they were currently, most of the companies will be like that, average, most companies. It can cost company as much as 10 to 15% of its revenue. That means they could have earned more, 10 to 15%, which they are unable to earn because of the average performance. And for a GE, the size of company, it can be $8 to $10 billion global. Company to company, it will vary. But in terms of percentage, it will remain same, whether a big company or a small company. Okay. Just a simple example that why variation disturbs us. Suppose this is a train which leaves a station and you catch a train every day to go to your office, maybe 1 hour from the station. So suppose you have tracked the arrival time. Suppose the arrival time is 7:20, 7:15, 6:45. So if this is the situation, are you confident that when the train will come tomorrow? Can you decide when will you start from your home? And so that you don't miss the train and you don't have to wait in the station and waste your time. So with this kind of variation, it is very difficult. So you are not comfortable. You are uneasy because of this variation. But the same train performance, if it is like this, which is much less variation, then you know you are much more comfortable. You know when to start from house, and without wasting time, you will catch the train daily. So this is what the impact of variation in our day-to-day life also. So variation we do not like, not only in the production, operation, sales, or marketing. Variation is an enemy for everything, every aspect of our life. So we do not like variation. It disturbs us at every point of life. So in manufacturing scenario, in production operation scenario, or a company scenario, what will be the loss? How will you suffer because of this high variation? Quite often, we will miss our output goals. Quite often, we will miss our delivery goals, both quantity and time. Quite often, our product will be returned by our customer and they will look for alternate source. There will be no predictability of tomorrow. And most often, we will fail in most of our commitment. Most of the time, we will miss our profit margin target. We will mostly be busy in chasing and firefighting. And our competitors, those who are knowledgeable and take right decisions, they will learn the best practices like Six Sigma and many other good practices they will learn. And they will move ahead of us in quality, reliability, productivity, innovation, cost. And they will gain much higher market share than us. It will happen in 3 to 5 years down the line if we are not focusing on improvement or breakthrough improvement. So for the definition purpose, suppose for practitioner, those who are practicing Six Sigma, part of project team, initiative, deployment, practicing tools, techniques, for them, the understanding of Six Sigma will be, it is a data-driven methodology to significantly improve the effectiveness and efficiency of the key processes by reducing defect, by reducing variation. That is what the understanding. But for a business level, what is their understanding of Six Sigma should be? It is a systematic method to improve key business processes that can cause breakthrough results in market penetration, organizational speed, and cost of doing business. It is transformational. That is what should be the understanding from a business leader point of view. Okay. So it is also a benchmark, because when we talk about the Six Sigma quality, it is a probability, not the actual, the probability of 3.4 defects in 1 million opportunity. If I check 1 million opportunities of the parameters, I can get maximum 3.4 defects. Now, it is only statistics. In real term, it is a 0 defect, because you will never produce 1 million in a day or week or month or year also. So it is actually 0 defect in all practical purpose. Okay. So old concept of quality, it is just conformance to standards. As good as I am giving as per customer requirement, I have good quality. So how I am giving, how much time I am spending, what is the cost of this, how much is the loss, that we are not bothered. So I may be doing segregation, rework, and overtime, and high cost, and many losses, wastages, and finally I am giving, after screening, some quality to customer. So customer is happy. So that is the concept. If you follow, then maybe it is difficult for you to survive after some time with stiff competition. You will not be able to reduce your cost also, and not possible. So that concept has gone. This is not today's situation. So it is not possible to survive in this situation if you have only that focus, regardless of how those standards are met. Not possible. So the focus now is completely changed now. How we can add value to the customer and also the provider. And Six Sigma is not just for production or the manufacturing, it is company-wide. Every key process in the organization has to be improved by using a tool like Six Sigma. Not just only production or manufacturing area, no. Everybody, every function can do. And I will show you the opportunity in all functions. Some of the key functions I will show you during the presentation, the opportunities. So it is a value enrichment now. Quality has changed the definition. It is a value enrichment, both for customer and the service provider. Both have to survive and improve. So value enrichment for the customer means, or for the company means, for the manufacturer, they have to continuously strive to produce highest quality products at the lowest possible cost to become competitive in the global market. And for the customer, it means they have the right to purchase high quality product services at the lowest cost, whoever provides, whether you or somebody else. So this is the meaning of value enrichment. So as a philosophy, Six Sigma means defect cost money. So reduce defect to become more profitable. So defect need not be only product defect. It can be decision defect. It can be strategic defect. It can be documentation defect. Any defect, any activity has an output. That output has to be what we want. So if I do not get the output what we want, it is a defect. So every defect is going to cost some money for the company. And that defect happens due to high variation. So anytime we are away from the target, there is some loss. Bigger the deviation, bigger will be the loss. So we are trying to understand that cause of variation and reduce the variation so that I can reduce my losses. Some picture. Suppose our current scenario, this is my road and my customer expectation is, this is the tolerance. Width of the road is my customer expectation. Suppose the tolerance. And today I am here. I am out of tolerance. Process is very bad. And the distance between the tire can be a variation, suppose. Only pictorial understanding. Today I am here, very bad situation. What I will do next? So next, I will try to come as close to customer requirement. Still, my process variation is higher. So I will not be conforming. Some items will be rejected. I will make mistakes, failures, errors will happen because my variation is much higher than customer expectation. So what is next journey? I will further reduce variation. So in this case, the variation is the same as customer requirement. So variation and the customer requirement is same. But this is also not sustainable because a small change, a drift, which is going to happen, you cannot remain straight. So there will be some drift. And because of that, you will have again problem. You will be failing in the customer expectation. So what is the next goal? Final, further reduce variation. And this will safeguard us. Even a small variation here and there, drift here and there, I will still within my customer requirement. And this is the journey of Six Sigma. And now, just I will explain. When can I say I have reached Six Sigma level? When my process variation is half of my customer requirement. That is the level called Six Sigma level. Now, this is, okay, you will have a sound. I will reduce the sound now. The landing of the plane. If this is a runway, upper limit, lower limit, and the green line is the target, this one. If the plane can land within this yellow lines, the green, then yes, the landing is Six Sigma level. So, because this line is 50% of the limit. So this is what we understand, physical understanding. So what is our journey? Continuously reduce variation, continuously reduce variation. Then customer also benefited and the business also will gain. Okay. So Six Sigma has multiple dimensions as we discussed. It is a philosophy. It is also a vision. This is what we want to reach after some years. It is also many toolbox we learn during training. We teach many tools and techniques, more than 30-35 tools people learn during training. Focus on the customer always. It is also a management system and with a very aggressive goal. So continuously reduce variation. That is the journey. And remain always within the customer requirement. So in terms of the defect versus Sigma level. So this is the picture, the only understanding that 1.5 Sigma level, so many defects per million opportunity. If you reduce your defect, that means if you improve your Sigma level, how it is possible? If you reduce your defect, automatically Sigma level will improve and your yield from the process also going up. So mathematically or statistically, the defects per million will be 3.4 max for a Six Sigma level. So this is the understanding defect versus Sigma level versus yield. That is the meaning. Okay. So just understanding the gravity, the magnitude part. Why you should not be happy with 99% and why we have to strive for 99.9996. That is the Six Sigma level. Why I have to focus on this? Just understand some mathematical number calculations. At a 99% efficiency or the performance level, more than 110,000 newborn baby will be accidentally dropped by doctors and nurses. Average. This is actually 10 years old data. So now it is more, baby born are more, but still understand. But in case of when you achieve this level, less than 38 newborn baby will be accidentally dropped by doctors and nurses each year. So that is the quantum change between 99 and 99.996. No electricity for 88 hours in each year. From there, you can reach no electricity for 9 minutes in 5 minutes. For short and long abnormal landing by the flight every day, average, suppose if this is the average. So one short and long landing every 2 years, that will happen. 16 railway accident per day. It is 2 railway accident per year. So you can see the change, that why we have to focus on this kind of performance, and then only, yes, we are world class. Otherwise, we are not world class. 99% is not world class. So what will be the benefit if you really start practicing and achieving process excellence and achieving the Sigma level like this? The benefit will be for the practitioner, those who are practicing Six Sigma day in and day out. What is their experience will be after 1 year, 2 year, 3 year? What they will see, the change. Reduced defects, reduced rework, reduced capacity losses, higher output, timely execution and customer service, improving trends of key KPI, key performance indicators, reduced firefighting, more appreciation from the management, from the customer, and you have a higher sense of achievement. So that is what will happen to the practicing people, those who are practicing Six Sigma. For the business level managers, leaders, what they will realize, what they will see, the experience differently. More predictability, certainty on process performance, improvement are becoming sustainable. Cost of manufacturing, development, sales are coming down, margin improving. Faster speed of execution, reduce cycle time, lead time. Higher productivity, stable, capable, and reliable processes. People are spending more time for improvement. Higher voice of customer service score, higher employee satisfaction service score. You are able to achieve stretched goals. Improved net promoter score. I think some of you, maybe you know, we are aware what is the meaning of net promoter score. So higher net promoter score. More inquiries and more hit ratio from inquiry to order. So this is what you will see, not tomorrow. Huh? If you start 2 years, 3 years down the line, you will see these changes. Customer, they also will change. They will also see the change from our side. What they will experience now from our side in next 2 to 3 years. Consistently, timely delivery with reduced lead time now. They are seeing consistency and the reduced lead time. On consistent good quality, improved product performance and service, higher reliability and predictability about the supplier. Cost is not increasing as it used to be in the past. Proactive engagement. They are coming and asking what I can do for you more, what I can do for you. That is a proactive approach. And I think it is safe, easy, and wise to do business with the supplier. So that is what the experience the customer will feel, the change. Somebody has raised a hand. Salim Hajari, can you unmute and ask question? Anybody has any question? I don't know what is that question.
Subrata-san, you can continue, and I think we will take it.
Yes.
Towards the end, we'll take the question.
Yeah, I think everybody can write down all doubts, questions, slide number. We can answer all this. Now, we want a process which is sustainable. We want a methodology, a world-class system which is sustainable. So you can suddenly improve, but you cannot sustain that. That model is not going to help. But Six Sigma is a model where you will improve and sustain, and then you make further improvement. So that is the difference. Okay. Also, two-way. Company can grow without Six Sigma, without lean, without best practices. Company can grow. That is okay. There is a growth will be possible. Market is there, so growth. But the fact is, what is the rate of growth you can experience? Now, without the global best practices like Six Sigma, you can grow this way. But with adoption and the practices of world-class systems like Six Sigma, you can grow this way. That is the difference. And a visionary leader, those who are visionary leadership, the company, they understand the loss cost, these losses. They understand this cost of lost opportunity. And that is why they focus on having the best practices in the company. So this is, we say, many times we say gold mine, we lost. Okay. So in terms of the business need, you can see this line. This is the unit cost of production, the cost per unit. Okay, the sales cost or the production cost per unit and the volume. If you think this data, because many times people think anyway my PNL is very good, this thing is very good, why to have Six Sigma, why to bother ourselves, again have to learn something, again have to implement, because it happens. Many leaders I have seen that in my career, many, not one, many, because okay, whatever is happening, why to bother ourselves? So that kind of people, how do we convince them financially? So some example just. So what will happen? Your improved business processes, your unit cost of production will come down. You will follow the next line, not the top line. So this is what will happen. The gain in the cost of production unit per unit or cost of sales per unit. And the total cost also will be this one. The gain. My total cost will also come down. Unit cost per piece and also total cost. Both you can see there is a change. Then the conventional way of growth, conventional process, and a better process. So financially also it makes sense. Okay. Now globally, this is a published data. This is not my data, published data. All of you, please write down your question. I will answer at the end of the session. People have realized, this is a general data, not company specific. If you can improve 1 sigma level of the business key process, not every process, key processes, which is the key processes in the company, in the sales, in the design, in the planning, in the manufacturing, in testing, in commissioning, whatever, in the supply chain, the key processes. If you improve 1 sigma level, people have found, it is again a data globally published across research, this thing, 20% margin improvement possible, up to 1 sigma level, 12 to 18% capacity increase possible, 12% labor cost reduction possible, 10 to 30% capital reduction possible, because you will not lose money, you will not waste money. That is why capital reduction possible. So this is what they have found globally for so many years. This is the example, again published data. It is not easy to get this kind of data because whichever is published, I have collected, I am sharing with you. Very short period of time. They have published this. So these are some of the global companies. They have practiced over the years in some areas, some plant or corporate level, whatever. So for few period, they have shared this information. What is their saving? Financial benefit. It can be bottom line saving, plus it can be margin additional due to additional sales. Both are possible. Financial saving. You see, this is a bottom line saving. And many companies today, many big companies also they are doing. And there are many small companies also they do. Small scale industries also they are doing Six Sigma. So I have a case study of a Six Sigma of a small scale company, which I cannot share now. The participant, those who will attend the Six Sigma training, IMTMA, which is launching this month, I will share that case study. It is in India. And that company has published this, and that information has been published in a global TQM journal. So that case study also I will share. So don't think that only big companies can do. And that was published in 2012, remember, 10 years before. That small scale company success story in Six Sigma, in India only. So that information also I will share. So it's small, medium, large, manufacturing, non-manufacturing, nothing that. Anybody can practice this and gain benefits. This is my period. So few example, few things, which for a few period, I'm just sharing with you. So 3 companies information I'm sharing with you, 3 organizations. In this company, it is in Bangalore, 2004 to 6, 2 years I worked there, 2.5 years I worked. So 3 business units, I was responsible for world-class manufacturing and quality. So they make these products. So during this period, we did about 25 projects and 3 crores benefit. Then Pune, they are auto component big companies, very big group, very known group. So I joined there, I started Six Sigma there only. So 2 years almost I worked. So 1.5 years, 9 business units, because I was in corporate. I was corporate quality and operational excellence head in that company. So 27 projects we did. So 5.5 crores saving. And then I joined another company in Bangalore. I worked there for 8 years. I was Asia Pacific operational excellence head. And for some time, Israel also was part of my responsibility. They make these items. So across multiple Asia, Europe, where I was responsible, we did 220 plus projects in 8 years. And it was almost 60 crores plus benefit. It is actually much more. So anyway, I put this. So this is what happened during my tenure. So I cannot claim others, but I can claim what I have done or during things my team has done in that company, in those companies. So 3 examples I'm sharing, the financial part also. Now, beyond financial, the benefits are much higher. Just think these things. It will create an infrastructure and culture to drive and sustain improvements. It will help leaders to imbibe data-driven thinking and structured problem solving. It will help leaders to use statistical rigor in analyzing critical business problems. People will start thinking out of box and bring innovative solutions. It is a cross-functional. People will break silos. No marketing, no sales, no production, no this thing. When you try Six Sigma, it is always a cross-functional team, always, most of the time. A few things you can do within function also, but most of the time, cross-functional team. So you will learn this teamwork and how to work, cutting through silos. And it will develop a mindset of continuous improvement, challenging the way we are doing it. So Six Sigma create leaders, problem solvers, and achievers. And that is a much bigger benefit than just a financial capturing. Many things we cannot capture also, financial, but those are much bigger, even in financial terms. Okay. So as Ramesh was saying, so I was trying to understand the 6 key benefits with so many. There are many benefits already we have discussed with you. So 6 key benefit, problem solving culture across organization. This is what my experience, it is not from book. None of this slide is from book. Any comma, full stop, nothing is from any book. All my word, many sentence, everything is my experience I'm sharing today. Breaking down silos, achieving stage goal and sustaining the improvements, improved operational and financial benefit, leadership development, much better customer experience. So these are the 6 key benefits overall, if you really start practicing and sustain at least for 3 to 5 years. So application, as I told you, any company can do, small, big, medium, any company can do. Manufacturing, transitional processes, any company, any sector, service sector, manufacturing sector, anybody can do. Okay. Universal this thing. If you see some applications in the manufacturing industries, what kind of improvement they can do by improving this thing. This is only some example, there are many more. So some key example I'm sharing. Reduce defect and complaints, improve machine capability, reduce cycle time and lead time, improve throughput, reduce cost, improve product performance and life cycle, improve supplier performance, improve on-time delivery in full, OTIF, on time in full, better design, implement better processes for new product, increase market penetration, and improve total value chain performance and across value chain, higher value addition. So all are possibility. You can do improvement in these areas through practicing Six Sigma approach. Now, this is the maturity level. First, we learn the green belt level. Okay, like BSc, MSc, and PhD, that kind of thing. So first we learn the initial is green belt. Then you practice green belt tools, techniques, you do some projects, then black belt, more high-end tools and techniques. Then again, some more complex problem solving you can do. Then again, after that, sometime, once you practice lead, and then again, you can go for master black belt. So this is the journey. Okay, so you should have a mix of this. So some mix example I will share with you, that every company should have a mix. If you are starting, it will take some time. So first focus on green belt first development, and that is why we are launching green belt first. Okay. So in Six Sigma, the process improvement, we have 5 phases of project management. It is always project by project we do 5 phases. Define what customer want, what problem they are facing, and what problem or we are facing. That is the definition part, define stage. In measure phase, we try to understand the current level of performance. How I am performing, is it good or bad? If it is bad, why it is, where it is bad, where, not the why. Where are the concern areas? Which product, which machine, which product, which line, where, which process? And then we do the analysis. Why it is so? Which are the root causes of those problems or defects? And once I know root causes, I will implement my improvement ideas. I will improve my process. And once I improve and get my desired goal, solve the problems, then I will have to control this because I cannot go back again. So that is the control phase activity, sustenance. So there are many tools. As I told you, 30, 35, 40 tools are there in entire learning. Green belt, black belt, master black belt, many tools. Green belt also at least 30 tools that we are going to teach people at different phases. Okay, so every phase we have many learning, many tools, and also statistical learning also we will teach. Okay, through software. So in define phase, we are identifying what exactly is the problem in terms of defect or variation that is upsetting the customer. So remember, in a process, you have output variable, output from the process. And if it is very important, it is called key process output. There are many input variables which are important. They are called key process input variable. And some of the output variable are critical to quality for the customer point of view. It is critical for the customer satisfaction. They are called CTQ. Now, in the measure phase, what we do? We try to see whether my measurement system is okay, whether my process line, what is my baseline capability? The process is stable, capable, or what kind of defects are coming, where it is coming. So all those things we understand in the measure phase. It is basically understand my current performance. Then in the analysis phase, we do thorough analysis to understand what are the potential and finally the root causes of these problems and the concerns or the gaps. So those root causes we identify by applying multiple tools and practices. That is what we teach in the analysis phase. Then once you know the root cause, then you will make improvement action plan. You can do a small pilot in the small area. If successful, then company-wide implementation. After implementation, you will compare before after. Have you achieved the project goal? Have you improved? And if it is so improved, then in the control phase, you will standardize all the process. People have to now follow the new process now, the changed one, the improved one. They cannot go back to the old practice. So this is what the techniques, the processes, the methods, all things which we teach during control phase. So this is the way phase by phase activity we do, and many tools and practices they learn during training, and also during project executions they have to use those tools and practices. So how do you implement a broad view? Only broad view I'm sharing. First, identify the area which is having high customer impact, the product, the process, the operational goal, which has high customer impact, critical for success. And where if you invest, the return will be faster and the higher. Once you know, then you decide, form teams, champion, master black belt, arrange training now. They should learn the all phase activity. Then select project and start the project management. And then focus execution with a thorough review. You need initially help also. Just by attending training, you will not be able to do. So you need initially some help. Luckily, I got help initially in different companies initially. First 2 years, the coach, the professor was there with us. And then we became independent. So first 2 years, you need some help. Hand-holding, coach you require. And thorough executions. And then every year, you select project and do. Select project and do. And improve also. So that is the journey, sustenance. So this is the way the Six Sigma movement has to go on in a company. So organizational, how do you make the organizational structure? Not designation, it is the activity-wise organization and the roles responsibility in terms of the Six Sigma responsibility. So if a company is practicing Six Sigma tools, practices, beyond project also, that kind of organizations, we can say, yes, it is a Six Sigma organization. They are doing projects also, but those tools separately also they are using for specific problems. That is a Six Sigma company. So structure-wise, this is the structure generally. So initially, you have a leadership, executive leadership team, CEO, COO, or VP, whatever. Then you have a champion, head of operational excellence. So they are the champion. Then you need some master black belt. This is a ratio we have given 1 per 500,000 employees. Black belt, you need it. Then green belt also. So not everybody is trained this thing, but this ratio, you will not be able to achieve it. For a big company. For a small company, it may not be valid also. Over 100 people, then you can do more also, not only 5 people, you can do much more. But suppose a company like Reliance, company like Wipro, company like TCS, they are also practicing Six Sigma for many years. So for them, they cannot do, so lakhs of people. So this is the structure for a large organization. Small company, you can do much more, no doubt. Okay. So why this name has come? Because again, given by the Michael Harry, because he gave this name that just like black belt in karate depend on power, speed, and decisiveness, Six Sigma black belt should depend on the same quality. That is what he thought, that yes, the black belt in Six Sigma should be as good as black belt in karate. That is the quality, that kind of perfection, that kind of quality he wants. So that is why he has given this name. That's all. Okay. So the role, there are many roles. I cannot discuss all roles. So champion role, this role, all those things. I'm just sharing only black belt and green belt only I will share. So the role of a black belt in a company, lead and direct teams, determine which tool should be applied, any barrier or roadblock identify, seek help from champion wherever there is a difficulty, prepare detailed project report every month. Okay, get input from all sources for improvement, train others. They can train green belts if there is a black belt in your company, and then report progress to management. It is a full-time job, can be in some company, and ensure sustenance. So this is the role of a black belt. The green belt, they can lead a project or they can be a member of a project also. They have to complete all assignments of the project on time, provide critical input to the team, gain knowledge beyond their work boundaries also, if that is required for project success, ensure the quality of work expected from him, and also after implementation, sustain. So that is a green belt role. Training model. Okay, so you can see CEO session can be 2-3 hours. Champion session, half day. We are quickly doing this. That is neither, this is just only for awareness we are doing today. But if you really want this kind of training practice, this is what the model I have, so we can do that. Green belt training, 5 days. That is why we are doing 36 hours or this thing. So we can learn many things. Okay. Black belt training, 7 days. Staggered over, it can be staggered also. This month, 3 days, next month, also all those things possibility. Master black belt, again, another high end beyond black belt, again, additional 1 week required. Okay, so it is never too late to start and learn. We don't have to be great to start, but we have to start to be great. So project selection, when you select project in Six Sigma in your company, it should be linked to critical business goal. When customers are not satisfied, those are the areas, select project. Which are contributing to high waste, high loss, high cost. Those are the areas, select project. There is a competitive threat. Immediately you should do project. Poor process capability, chronic problem, suffering for many years. And process should be cycling frequently. Some item which you don't make once in a month also, then those areas you should not select. And any project you take, it should be finished within 4, 5, 6 months. You cannot drag a project 8 months, 10 months, 1 year. It will lose its importance. So key business processes, I have written. You know all the things. So every areas you can select project, every area. I will share some example also. So this is the various tools. I'm only sharing picture. Don't ask me, because this is we teach during training. So I'm giving some glimpse of the learning which people will learn. The statistical analysis. This is a graphical analysis, various analysis they will learn in the classroom. And they will apply this also for their own project. This is some of the statistical analysis they will learn during training. Okay, so all those things we will teach people. Those who are attending this Six Sigma training session of IMTMA, everything we will teach. This will be one of the best program in the world. We guarantee that. So what are the sources from where you can get project opportunity? So this is, I have prepared a list because I don't know which you practice. There can be many practices. It is different company. You may not practice all those things, but if you are practicing, from there you can identify the project opportunity. So I will not read. So it can be balanced business scorecard goals, cost of poor quality data, strategic business objective for next 1 to 3 years, customer complaint, customer requirement, value stream mapping, customer satisfaction survey, product costing data, internal, external or computer benchmarking, lost cost metrics, poor process capability. So all those things will give you opportunity. When you analyze this thing, then automatically you can find, okay. And the project can be areas of cost, quality, waste, delivery, efficiency, new product development, product performance, lead time, line balancing, capability, capacity. Every area you can do project. All are operational parameters. So first time when you are learning green belt, what kind of project you can do? First time you are learning. So these are some of the examples only. I'm not saying you cannot do more or you cannot do differently. It is only examples. Reduce process rejection, process defects by so much. Reduce rework by so much. Reduce machine downtime by so much. Reduce RM cost by so much. Reduce consumable cost by so much. Reduce energy cost by so much. Lead time by so much. Productivity improvement by so much. So inventory, number of days by so much. So all those things, anything in the areas of productivity, quality, cost, delivery, you can select project. But not a very big improvement, not possible, but a moderate to high, that kind of improvement possible. Green belt. When you learn black belt, then you can take much more stress goal or complex problem solving also. This is some example of black belt learning. After black belt learning, you can do much more complex problem solving also, and maybe a stretch goals. Improve throughput yield by 30%, cost of goods sold by 15%, high level this, cost of poor quality by so much percentage, OE by so much percentage, on-time delivery by so much. So these are much bigger level, higher level, all those opportunities are there, improvement. So you can do that kind of projects also, improvements also. So any project, many other areas you can do, whichever improve efficiency, reduce variation, reduce defect, reduce cost, improve profitability, improve cash flow, increase market share, better customer service. So all areas you can do now. Once I go, learn some high-end and more complex problem solving tools. Projects in sales. This is sales. This all project sales can do and marketing can do. Improve profitability by reducing cost to serve. Increase hit ratio. Reduce sales and administration cost. Increase sales productivity. Achieve target price realization. Increase share in low share, high potential customer. Increase market share of this product, which are high margin product. Convert competitor product with our product in specific application. Additional sales so much. Increase sales share growth from the key customer distributors by so much. Increase market share in this territory. Increase sales from new products by so much. Improve forecasting accuracy. Reduce customer complaint due to sales errors. Reduce lead time from order received to release or contracted. So everything sales can do to improve market share, to increase growth, to increase margin, profitability, price, cash flow, forecasting, customer experience. Sales can do. Design department can do these projects. So I'm just giving examples only. Design department can do this kind of project. Improve specific product performance. Improve mean time between failure of machines of particular series name. Reduce material content in the specific product, reduce cost. Reduce design error, value engineering, design lead time, time to market, redesign the product so that my processing time comes down. Improve design productivity, product rationalization, reduce variety, more standardization. Reduce new product with better life than competitors. And new process conditions of the new product. And design for better manufacturing. That is called design for DFMA. So all those things design can do. To better product life, competitive product, competitive product, develop, improve quality, reduce cost, enhance product performance, development time, complexity, productivity, All areas design can do. We have done this in companies where I have worked. All department people have identified projects and they have done. I have done projects in every functions. I have guided projects. And not only in India, multiple countries. So some FAQ, some myth people want to clear. So I thought that let me prepare this for you. So just to clear some doubts. Is Six Sigma difficult to implement? No, it is not at all difficult. It is a structured methodology and easy to implement. Many Six Sigma practicing companies, they started their journey like GE, like Motorola, like many companies. When they were in trouble, they started this. Does knowledge of statistics a requisite? Without that, you cannot learn? No. Nowadays, it is not so. Basic information will be given during training. And we also use a statistical tool, software also. That also we will teach, ask people. Free version available. During training, we will launch the free version. I will tell you how to do. And with that, we can learn this without having any complex formula reminding nothing. The software will do everything for us. So you learn first, and if you like, later on you can buy this. So during training, we will ask people to launch that also. I will teach all those things. It is free version. It is Six Sigma possible to gains possible to sustain? Yes, because it is ending with control and standardized phase. So definitely it is possible to sustain the benefit. It is very costly. Branded consulting firm, they take very high. I know the cost. I cannot disclose all those things. Very high cost for them, global this thing. But big companies or small companies or whatever, those who can afford, they take it all. So because over the years, the benefit will be more than the cost, no doubt. But in IMTMA, we are conscious about the need of Indian organizations, we know. So we are trying to do this project, the maximum learning in the competitive cost. That is the model we have decided. If you learn maybe 20 tools or 25 tools in other program, in this program, you will learn at least 20% more tools for sure. And maybe a less cost than the others. That is what we have developed this model. So it is affordable. And if you do, I am telling you, if you do this project, 3-4 projects, not much I am telling. After this training, if you can do 3-4 projects, not much, only 3-4. And I help you, handhold you for the execution also. I guarantee within 1 year, you will earn 3 times more than what you have invested in this training. Minimum 3 times, guarantee. It can be more. If you take more projects, it can be more also. Okay. So some example of my own company, different companies. So just summary that what kind of project they have done. Many hundreds of projects. There was a problem in the pressing defect, crack in the pressing defect. So they did this. And what was the problem? I will not go through this entire project because it may be difficult. So the problem was 100% defect earlier. Some crack was happening and they have to do this rework again and again. And there was a loss also. Process loss, powder loss, many losses. From the beginning, it was there. And then they did this project. They found out the root causes. And they solved the problem. And then 50% reduction in powder cost consumption. They eliminate the crack from 100% to 0 through this project. It is actual project example of, again, in my company where I have worked many years before. And it is a US company, multinational. So we used to calculate the benefit, yearly benefit, 1 year benefit. So the benefit was $86,000 10 years ago. This project. Now, another one, cycle time reduction. There was a challenge to increase the productivity, global requirement. This product was going mostly to the global market. Same company, different product line, unit. Cycle time reduction. So there was a productivity challenges. So they were producing 195 pieces per day, and the company target challenge 250 pieces per day, customer requirement. So and then they did many improvement because we had all the knowledges teams in this training and all those things. With that, with this project, they reduced cycle time by 22%, 44%, sorry. And they improved this output 195 to 245 pieces per day. And the saving was $40,000, about again 9-10 years before. Same company. I told you 3 examples. One is the quality project, another cycle time productivity. Now it is cost reduction. Machine tool. There was some incoming in cost for making the machine, because machine building was also one of the business in that company. So there was a lot of cost. They found that out of total machines, they have found that some drilling machine, they make SPM, CNC SPM. The material cost is the 55% of the total cost. So not sustainable. So there was a competition, market price competition. So what to do now? So target 20% reduction, they decided, 2012. And they analyzed the reason for the high cost from design point of view, from manufacturing point of view, from purchase point of view, many things they analyzed. And finally, they achieved this goal. And the saving was $75,000 in a year.
Subrata-san, can
Yes.
we start taking questions, sir?
You want me to stop here? Another 10-15 slides, not possible?
I think we can start concluding, sir. I would say you can stop here.
Okay, your choice.
Okay. Dhananjay, can we have a quick poll, please?
Because I don't know.
Yeah,
Why you are stopping now? I don't understand this.
Already 4 o'clock, sir. So,
No, but what is the participant view? Whether they want to listen 10 minutes more or they want to stop also me.
no, participants are muted right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I
check
have
participant.
unmuted them. Means they have the rights to unmute now. Yeah.
Yeah, participants, if you don't mind for another 10 minutes, let's have some responses and then continue.
Okay.
Yes,
Please
we can.
proceed. Yeah, you can. Please
Okay.
proceed.
Okay. Subrata-san, 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Let us go. So
Please continue, sir.
So I think let me allow to finish this. There is no point in half.
Yeah.
Yes,
That will be
yes.
better.
Yes.
Instead of
Yes.
discontinuing,
Yes. There is
because
no point.
it is going very well, sir. Subrata sir,
Thank
this
you.
is Julambe, and I know you are my ex-boss.
Arey
And
Babu, arey sir, you are there, Vijayarambe sir. Arey Babu, I never thought you will be here.
Okay. Yeah, 10 minutes, sir. Thank
Okay.
you.
just my whole
Okay, let us 10 or 15, whatever comes. Okay,
Please.
another 20 slides. Okay. So please ensure your plan should be like this. You should have a process stable and capable, defect-free products and services with a reliable input. And that is possible when you use global practices, Six Sigma Lean. Then all operational benefits possible. That is the smart plant we are expecting. Okay. Then top management should not delegate everything. Why Six Sigma initiative failed? Top management delegate everything. Champions do not take responsibility. No structured reviews. Lack of coach in the first 2-3 years. Lack of reward recognitions. And mindset problem. So those things will not help us to be successful in Six Sigma. So be aware of this thing. Also, many companies, they are 3 Sigma level. They do not improve. Why? Because of the past success bred false sense of belief. Dependency on only fixing. Reward firefighting behavior. Little focus on measurement. This is what, and functional silos. But if you really want to improve, you want to cross that barrier and really go to 5 Sigma, 6 Sigma level, what you should do? Conviction on the opportunity. Belief in the methodology. Let's make it a success attitude. Openness to challenge the status quo. New skill, tool, and information you should learn and implement. And new behavior for the management. This is what the CEO told many years before, Caterpillar. Some companies fail in Six Sigma. But when they fail, it is not because of the process. The process is proven. They fail for a lack of will. The cost, hidden cost, many hidden costs because of quality problem, additional labor, additional material, additional design, additional safety, space, many additional costs you can find out if you do analysis of your P&L statement. Your P&L statement monthly, which is coming, you can, with the help of finance, please go and check the hidden losses, additional cost because of poor quality. You will find many. because of the internal quality problem and because of the customer complaint. You will see after complaint, so many additional costs, which is impacting my profitability. And if you can reduce this, suppose it is almost 18% of sales. It is very common, most of the company I have seen. I have implemented cost of quality in some company. So if you take a target, 50% target, 25% target like this, in 1 year, 2 years, very much doable, then you can jump even without increasing sales. 80% increase in the bottom line in 2 years possible, very much possible. Absolutely possible. So just think that how much additional sales cost you would have spent to make this additional sales. You need more sales to get this kind of profit, additional profit. If good capacity and bad capacity quality, both are utilized in the same plant, and you need a good, you have got a good order. So what do you do? You will spend money in the machine, in the building. So additional burden on you, working capital, cash flow, interest. And if you are planning to reduce manpower, to reduce fixed cost, how many people job you can save? So think all those things. So you have to, if you want to attend our course, so the many benefits you will have from this project, from our IMTMA Six Sigma Green Belt program, which is coming. You can learn problem solving skill. You will understand the tools and techniques. You will apply that in your workplace. Identify the right opportunity, which is linked to business goal. Understand the causes of variation and improve the process. You will break the departmental barrier and work with everybody. Improve analytical skill, reduce cost of manufacturing, and improve customer satisfaction. And your company can be benchmarking company after some time. And it is more important now, you know, during COVID, there is a huge problem, losses. So I have to do much faster. My productivity, my cost, my quality, okay, everything I have to do much faster. And I cannot invest also new. So existing people only I can develop. And they can do much better job than the previous 2 years before, what they have done. So I need this knowledge now. Good tools and techniques so that people can do much better, much faster, more effectively than what they have done in the past. Okay. So integrate Six Sigma, like vision, mission, and then your objective, results, key process measurement, and then you decide what projects you will do. And many sources, loss cost metrics, value engineering, P&L data, voice of customer survey, Sigma level, all those things should help you to identify projects. And that is all linked to your strategic goals and vision mission. Respect the knowledge. Without knowledge, the failure is higher. Ignorance, I don't know, is not a good statement. It is not a bliss. It is a food for failure and breeding ground for losses. So focus, change the company from chaos to science. That is possible through Six Sigma. If you are too busy, not without much gain, suboptimum results, silo mentality, inconsistent performance, losing opportunity, it is time for us to do Six Sigma. Develop this kind of goal setting process in the company, your business priority, then the functional goal, and then the initiative. And here you integrate Six Sigma. What initiative, what project you will do to achieve my goal. So this is the way you should do your goal setting exercise, strategic planning exercise. I have learned in global companies, I am sharing with you. So if you are already doing it, fine, no problem. Do step by step. Don't jump to vision. Think of next obstacle, cross that first, then next obstacle. And 5 years, 7 years, you will achieve your vision. Okay. So this is the structure process of one global company where I have worked. From the global goal, this is X matrix. I cannot teach you X matrix now. X matrix, global policy deployment. From there, we identify opportunity. Then the team selection, project selection, learning Six Sigma, and the benefit and the validation. So this is the standard process we followed globally. Today also they follow. So the journey should start now. If you really want to reach the pinnacle in next 5 to 7 years, the journey should start now. Thank you for your patient hearing.